Hey there, and welcome to Cosmic Sage. Thank you for being here, for thumbing up. I appreciate it, for subscribing, for sharing. I have pulled some energy, and we're going to select from that energy the compliments. And I think I'm going to roll the dice, and we're going to do it by sign, even though that's kind of time consuming. But you can listen to any or all if you wish, because it might all or parts apply to you. Okay, a few things before we start, though. One, the subscribers. Some of you have commented on this channel and other channels, and YouTube has been holding your messages from me. So if you think, why isn't she responding? Sometimes YouTube is the reason I'm not. Now, there are times it takes me a few days. This is true. But if it's been a good long while, say 9 days plus, then you can pretty much guess that it's probably YouTube. Anyway, I'm just letting you all know that I'm not personally doing something like this. I'm not trying to withhold responses, hearts, thumbs up on anybody's responses, because all activity that you share on the channels is very appreciated and very helpful. So I just want to let you all know that. Also, at the tail end, I am going to seek out those questions that each of you may have for this particular, because I offer one free question per subscriber. And there is a new formula that I have laid out. And that is the video I did 2 months ago, the one that I just let sit there, and it has like really pretty color, like lighting on the ceiling. That video is like a 5, maybe 6 hour video. And I tried it out as an, like a experiment. Anyway, I didn't throw it out. So it is still around. So on the video itself or the message, you can leave your question. If you need to do it on the, well, it's going to be the go-to for all the time that anytime we have like a closed chat. Now, I will enable chat sometimes, okay? That is in the plans. And I'm hoping that we bump past 600 subscribers so we can have a party. Some of you are going to receive 3 answers at that party. And I wasn't going to share that, but I think I'd like you to know that you're being so patient. If you have been somebody who has been very instrumental here, and I've seen you show up in the comment areas, and I know there's maybe 5 or 6 of you that really do show up, right? You stand out. Maybe just under 10, I would say, but it depends. Some of you have maybe been busy or not caught us that often, but I think maybe between 6 and 8, that's my guess. But anyways, you'll get 3. So if you are someone who would like 3, maybe if you start putting a little more care into the channel with everyone else, that would be great. But I know not everyone's going to be free or able to do that. But if you do care enough and you want a free 3-time answer for that party, then I will do that. Okay, back to the channel. And I have a whole bunch of readings that I'm planning, though. There's 2 that are on the wait, probably till next weekend. One is, what should you be focusing on? I may do that during the week. But the Stalker series, I think I'm going to wait until like Friday, Saturday-ish to maybe release them all and make it a series. So we'll revisit it here and there. And I'm also going to create a folder that is going to involve I'm going to not recycle. I'm going to delete things out of the folder. So it's going to be a video folder, of different streams, and it's going to be the last 30 days. So therefore, I'll try to keep it fresh. And that way, if you want a quick go-to to listen to, say it's easier to do it that way. And I don't know if you're getting inundated with ads, because I don't have monetization here. And from what I gather, I'm not getting pushed ads at myself. Now, there have been times I caught an ad or 2, but let me know if you're getting ads. I can't do much about it if you are, but I am not monetized, and I don't plan to be here at YouTube. So hopefully you will never have to deal with at least that many if you do. So I thought I'd put that out there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the dice and see who we're reading for first. We're going to try and go through all the signs, but I might not remember. Let me see if I can get another deck. because I want to be sure that if I'm going to get them all, I want to try and be fair. Okay, so who is the first sign, any placement that we're looking into the compliments they are receiving behind their back? Whispers. People who just, for some reason, they don't want to face them and say, or maybe it's an awkward thing. They don't feel like it's something necessary to say to their face. Okay, Capricorn, you're the first. Let me find your card. Okay, that was just weird. I did notice the other day this deck, there it is, I think it's missing a card, but I'm not sure. I haven't really stopped to look since I noticed that, so I'll have to remember that. Okay, so Capricorn, your number is 10. We're going to check on every 10th card, and then we will look into the tarot too. Oh, interesting. I'm doing it this way because the kind of cards that I had to use were varied, and it just made more sense rather than grabbing them. I thought I would let your numbers lead the way. So that is why I'm doing it this way. Okay, Capricorn, any placements? So the first card that we have for you is you have been dedicated to awaiting some kind of divine timing, and your persistence, your patience, your tenacity is showing evidence that it is coming. There are certain telltale signs. People are seeing this, and they don't believe in things like this. It's kind of like a fairy tale to them. The idea that divine timing, things can really happen. People can have their divine wishes actually happen for them. And people are seeing evidence where you're concerned. Yeah, people are also noticing that you're extremely confident. So when you go after something and or you learn to do something, you stand with your head held high. You're very confident. Excuse me. What I have here is someone who they can go out and they can have a sip of, say, a drink, and others might lose themselves, you know, when there's like intoxicants and or something to lose themselves in. And these people who see you, they're whispering about how you have such your strength, your resolve, that you don't lose yourself to anything. You're quite the opposite of what some people would consider Capricorns to be, you know, the obsessive energy, the addictive energy. They see you as quite the opposite, and it's refreshing to these people. They're saying that you're very confident, and they don't see many people. You know, you could be somebody who has faced off with addiction, and they might say, you know, Capricorn really has come a long way. And they're just, it's kind of like they are really proud when they see you say no, or I've had enough, that's it. You know, this isn't my thing, I'm sorry. Maybe it's for someone else, that kind of thing. Maybe you used to have like a reckless behavior, and maybe this is something that some people have witnessed of you, and they see a big change. They see you confident, they see you reserved, they see you allowing yourself to have a good time, but they don't see you losing yourself in it. Also, you're a wonderful gardener. I can't believe you got this card. At least one of the earth signs got it, right? They say that your garden's beautiful, that you tend your garden. And there's something about how much love you put into every plant. All of the insects and birds, they collect around you. Like people that are in your neighborhood and or visit you, they speak about how you have like the most unique variety of plants, and they have never seen certain, like say butterflies and birds maybe congregate. And there's something about paradise, and if you can hear the birds in the background here, this card really struck me when I pulled it because of the birds. So there's something about paradise in your garden. You put so much love in, and it shows. These people see it, and it's like there's life that's coming, it's radiating off of every plant, every tree around you, because of the love you share with these energies that are not animal, mammal, right, or human, whatnot. These people who are speaking in whispers about you, they wonder what you do, what's your secret, what is the gift that Capricorn has to have such a beautiful magic around nature. Capricorn, people say that when you take a risk, you're very strategic and you usually get what you're after. So if you go to, say, Vegas or somewhere where you can gamble, it's like I'm getting the visual of blowing on the dice and throwing them on the table, and you're getting like snake eyes or whatever you're asking for. It's happening. People are witnessing you do things that are just lucky, or they perceive it as lucky. Some people think that there's some kind of, again, magic to you. Some people really, really feel honored to know you and be your friend. Some people are talking about you in your friend circle, and they say that you're very respectful. There's a very harmonious feeling about you. You're very warm and comforting, cheerful. And I think that they feel that they're glad that they have become, I'm hearing, it's not tribe. What am I hearing? Because I'm not hearing the word. I'm kind of getting it's like a puzzle. All the pieces are coming together. It's like you belong, but you let everyone in the circle feel they belong too. But you're an intricate piece in the puzzle. These people feel you're kind of a guidepost. I think maybe that's the one I wanted, guidepost. There is something about you, Capricorn, when it comes to closing the door, when it was time for you to walk away from something, and you've learned how to close doors, not let people back in. There may have been a Leo in your background, in your past, somebody you knew in your childhood, or somebody who was really immature, maybe you're competitive. Maybe you knew them in a creative fashion, but something about it was drama filled, and you knew how to close the door and not let them back in. People are talking about how you did it in a very reserved way. You weren't mean. You were sort of tactful about this. You said, listen, I just think it's better we go our way. You really had a very, going back to the friend circle, it might have been somebody who had to be rejected from the circle. Maybe it was because they were, let's go back to the even addiction. Maybe they were in that kind of group and they had not kept themselves together, and you were kind of like the one person that spoke up for the entire group, and you knew how to close the door. You said, listen, if you're not going to have respect for this group, you're going to have to, not respectfully be part of it anymore. So a lot of people are talking in whispers that they know that they can look to you as a leader, and that you will know how to close the door and be very diplomatic about it. Lake, stillness. There is something about you being very tranquil. You might like to go to the lake. Somebody has been speaking in quiet, of course, that Capricorn is a very tranquil person, very meditative. There is a very emotional side to you, but you keep it pretty pretty in check. You're someone who does not let your emotions get away with you. Photographs, you're very photogenic. You also carry a lot of memories, and people have memories of you. They go back and look at your pictures, but you're very photogenic. People say that you have like a certain look to you. You know, I've even said many times as an astrology person, I mean, I'm not a professional, but Capricorns, I would say, have the most stunning bone structure because Saturn rules them. So maybe people look at you like, you have like a striking beauty about you, male or female. Your bone structure, there's like a certain way that your face is contoured or something naturally. So people are noticing the changes in you, and you always look just photo ready. Something about empty room. People are saying that the room lights up. No matter how many people are in the room, no matter how quiet, loud, whatever is going on in the room, you walk into the room and there's something about you that can change the energy for the positive. You make things feel less lonely for some. Some people may be waiting for a friendly face to show up, and it is yours. Can I get a little more for what people are saying? Whispering behind the back of Capricorn, any placements. We're going to get tarot now. What are they saying? What are they whispering about? Did I say Taurus? Capricorn. Maybe there's a Taurus that is whispering about you. King of Wands. Yes, and we have a bird here on your shoulder. So you may have your own business. They say that you have high standards. You're very wise. People see you as very motivating. Yeah, you could be somebody who follows a spiritual practice and or religion. You're somebody that if they know you in that modality, they think of you as someone that they look for and that maybe they want to be more like. They speak of you often when you're not there to hear them, saying that, that I really wish I see that Capricorn. That Capricorn has really kept me on the right path. So you have Two of Swords in reverse, and I'm getting more vulnerability energy. Capricorn, you're somebody who makes choices and you stay, I'm trying to think of how I want to say that. You stay neutral. That's right. You stay neutral because your vulnerability is open. You're not blocked off. So until somebody shows their colors to you, they come across as a cad, somebody that can't be trusted. You usually give them a chance. You're very fair with them, and you're neutral until they prove that you need to behave otherwise towards them. You really know how to get things done. People are whispering about how you are very balanced. You know how to take your time at getting things done. It's pretty effortless when you do it. And you do have I don't know if they really say the goat mentality, but you do have like a leader mentality to you. And some people are saying that you invest well. You're a wise investor. So when it comes to, things like a home or a computer or, meaningful things that help you, right? And things that are meant to make your life better or happier, enriching your life, right? Those investments that could be costly. You're very, very wise when it comes to what product to buy. You do a lot of research. You're very skilled at knowing which route to take when it comes to buying something, how to allocate what you need to spend money on. To you let things end when they need to. Like if you have a service contract with something and or you are, say, paying money for, say, services, right? You know how to deadhead the garden when it comes to your finances just as well as your own garden. You know how to say, this is like this particular service, it's not good for an investment anymore. I'm not getting anything out of it, and I need to invest in something more concrete. This is not going to do it. And these people see you as very wise, and they look to you for advice, perhaps, because they see that you make some real smart decisions when it comes to finances. These people don't see you taking difficult energy, like say that you are disappointed by something in life has changed and let you down, hurt you. You don't sit and wallow in it very long. People see that you really dust yourself off. A lot of people are saying that it's a real benefit to have you in their circle, to be the friend, the person that they can reach for and say, listen, I need to know, is this good or bad investment advice? My broker told me to do this, or my banking person said to do this. These people that are whispering about you are recognizing you're the go-to person because it could be a make or break. Like say it's a retirement money. They don't want to lose that, right? So they want to know the right route to take. So they look to you as the strongest guidepost when it comes to making a cogent decision on their futures, right? They also know that you're not going to talk BS to them. So you're going to be straight shooter. You're going to just be, with the Queen of Swords here, you're just going to be very solid to the truth. And it's going to be sometimes enlightening and other times not. And some people are going to say, but I appreciate when Capricorn can be brash and honest. Maybe not brash is the word that some of them might say, but they're whispering it in a good way. They're saying that, yeah, it's a little shocking, it's stunning, it's prickly, but Capricorn told me what I needed to hear. If Capricorn hadn't given me that advice, I might have lost everything. Something really big could have happened. Capricorn stopped me. They had to shock me to make me see things for the way they were. If they hadn't told me the way they told me, I might have just gone on and just lost everything. So this is the kind of thing somebody is whispering on you because they know they can trust you. No matter how your message comes across, they know that Capricorn is not going to let them down. Capricorn, people say that you plan things very well. You're very strategic. You're almost cunning, cagey like a fox. You know how to figure out how to go from plan A to, A to Z. You know how to get the whole thing figured out. It's almost like you know the story from the beginning to the end. And people think that you have a genius mind. We're going to get you a letter from the letter card. You're a romantic. People say that you court, if you're the one doing the courting, you court like no other. And if they've witnessed this, maybe it's not the person who's the recipient of you courting. Maybe they've witnessed it and they say, boy, there are some extra moves. There's extra things Capricorn does to make their lady or man feel special. Or maybe this is what happens for you and others are seeing that you respect yourself enough that others who come into your life who want to date you, they treat you so well, or you treat them, either way. Okay. So I think I lost which way it was, but yes, you have great self-respect, and the person who, usually it's a mirror effect, right? You have somebody that you pick that is the same way. So romance is important, and you put it sort of on a pedestal. Now I see you maybe gently taking one of your roses out of your garden or one of the favorite flowers of the lady or the man, right? And taking it to them because that's how romantic you are. That is what I'm seeing for Capricorn. Any placements. I hope that helped to some level or gave you some taste of what people will be saying that will not be lower level. This is the upper echelon of gossiping, okay? This is the good stuff. So that is what I have, but I will see if you come up in the end. We will also be doing a little more collective and less right too. So if anything fits you, you can always let us know about that. Okay, so now we're going to roll and see who is going to get the next reading. Sagittarius, I think we're going backward. Are we going backwards? I don't know. Sagittarius, you are our next victim. The question is, what did I do with the cards that I just used? Oh, okay. I don't want to repeat them, so I'm putting them back. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do 9 for you. This is any placements, mind you. Thank you, everyone who has been patient with me, and thank you for liking, for sharing, and I appreciate you subscribing. And for my OGs, thanks so much for being there for me. Okay, Sagittarius, any placements? Are you waiting to hear the tea on what? Well, actually, this is not the tea. This is what is being whispered. And it is compliments. So a lot of people say that you are a person that keeps good promises. You're very committed to what it is you promise yourself to. A lot of people see you as a welcome energy. They would like to welcome you in to a particular group as a member. So you could be one of these people who even has been offered maybe a secret clique, a secret club, or you're maybe going to. So Sagittarius, you have a certain quality where you can keep a commitment, and I'm getting kind of maybe a secret. You keep things to yourself if asked. You don't go exploit things that people have told you in confidence. And that's how you show up with this commitment. So you keep a promise, you're very loyal, and people see this. They see that you're very passionate about keeping something to yourself if asked. You have pet. Some people are talking about how you have the best pet and or how it is that your relationship is with your pet, how you treat your pet. There is something to be said about this. It's like they think that your pet is in paradise. They see all the amenities you offer, the love that you have, the camaraderie you and your pet have, that you may have some kind of soul connection with your pet, or they have witnessed this in the past, and they could say that like maybe you don't have one now. Maybe they're wondering if you're going to get another pet because you did have an extraordinary bond with the previous one, maybe. We have Taurus energy showing up for you in some way. And that could be marriage, but I'm not sure. I think it's spiritual. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that you are a sponge. You're very easy to teach. You are possibly working into being a teacher. You could be a teacher or a life coach or something like this. They're saying this about you. They're saying Sagittarius is completely in the books. They don't come up for, they just are really good at studying. They retain information, they share information, they teach well, and perhaps Sagittarius is thinking about being some kind of a teacher, a professor, or they could, or maybe in spiritual modality. Sagittarius, they might be saying you could be a guru, that you help enlighten the mind and help others that need that spiritual the push. And it seems to be your nature, your energy. It seems to correspond with people who are talking in circles on you, and it's good, right? They don't have anything bad that they're saying on you. It seems to be, this is definitely a positive energy that they're speaking on you. Spiritual attack, and this is probably why they can see that you've been under spiritual attacks. And Sagittarius, I'm kind of feeling People have witnessed you fight off, say, demon attacks, assaults, and they can see that you have heavy protection. So you've done some work and you have different spiritual unseeable, right? Like forces, be it however you want to title that, your guides, the source, maybe the angels, if you prescribe to that, right? But you have a powerful pack of entities that are willing to come to fight for you. And it's because you have transmuted karma and you're collecting dharma. So you have a higher protection. People are wondering how you did this, how you alchemized so much that you've been through, because it looks like you've been through some serious lessons, but the attacks, usually they radiate towards the light. So you may be a very light-centric person. Sagittarius people are saying that there is something very, very high vibe about you. Your frequency, it is very vibrant. We have the cursed, and I'm seeing that you have broken some curses and people are seeing it. You could have family members who know that the family line had curses, and so the spell was broken. Maybe you had an affliction that was a addiction, okay? Or maybe there was just some bad habits that the family had, it had trickled into your part of the bloodline, right? And you were the one, and you broke it. So people are seeing that you're pretty powerful when it comes to overcoming the lower nature within self, be it material world and or spirit. People are seeing that you have a very strong warrior within you. And then you have a pack of, say, spiritual beings that are on your side. They're working with you, and they wouldn't if they didn't see that you were there for yourself, that you put so much effort into this healing and this breaking of the curse, that you have your will fully aligned to do this, and people see that. And then we have grass is greener, but this is saying that you chose something some time ago, and the grass was greener because you chose you. So it seems to be that you chose between something that was low vibrational and yourself. It wasn't a person, a partner, a place. It was you and a behavior, an attitude, the curse itself that we just spoke of. Something that you used to do that was a bad pattern, a bad cycle. You let it go, and you said the grass is greener when you recognize that you matter more than that thing or that behavior did. And people are saying that they really believe that if a Sagittarius can do this, this is the teaching moment. You're showing others, if you could do this, so could they. Because Sagittariuses are sink or swim energy. They either go at things, they go big, okay, because they have Jupiter. They go big. And so if they dive into something, say a toxic behavior, they go in it savagely. But when they heal, they go at that savagely too. So this group of people, they're noticing this, and it's making them feel, if Sagittarius did this, then I guess I can do it too, right? So you are sort of influencing people to want to make their lives better, want to break curses, want to be healed, right? To alchemize their own behaviors, attitudes, and or curses that they have had in their bloodline. People are saying you're so strong. I mean, this goes along with that. Yeah, they're saying you could climb a mountain. You're so strong. People are saying you're high value, that you're not uppity, but you realize that you matter. You realize that self-love is going to be necessity for you. They see you as an emperor and empress. So you are somebody who you really put a lot of TLC into yourself. You're very confident. You walk with a certain confidence about you. A lot of people are talking in circles about your home. They're saying that you keep a really nice home, and or maybe you're moving from home to home now, and your increase is maybe not, say, bountiful, but you've made that home, whatever the home is, right? You could be in an apartment, you could be in a cottage, you could be in a house, whatever your home is. People see you as very comfortable, stable. They feel like if they've been in your home, you offer great, it's got a aesthetic appeal about it. There's something very warm about it, inviting about your home. On the outside, it may be very comfortable and enchanting as well. But People do feel when they're offered a chance to come into your home or outside your home, like, like in your yard where it is, that you might talk to them there if they're neighbors or just visiting. They feel very warm and they feel that there's a sense of belonging with your energy. They feel that it's not closed off. They feel very happy to be in your energy. It's very radiant. I'm going to get the tarot for you. Just a moment. Okay, so the tarot we have on what are they whispering behind the back of Sagittarius? Any placements? Can I get some more on this? You are the creator. Oh, wow. This card is not usually in the deck. I'm going to get Zeus, which is also Jupiter. And I'll one up you on that. If you prescribe to Christianity, I believe also Jesus Christ resonates with that energy, if I recollect correctly. But I have this energy here of back to the pets. Okay, you could be a cat person, Sagittarius. You have cat-like moves. People see you as very stealthy. You move like a cat. You may like to dance. You're very creative. People are definitely eyeing your garden. They're whispering about how beautiful your garden is and how you move around like you're a cat. Your third eye, people might notice that you're very, very attuned with what nature is looking for. Well, actually, the garden was Capricorn. You could be the cusp, though. You might have it in your chart. You might want to listen to Capricorn. But you might as well have a really nice garden because your home, that would extend to your outdoor side of your door, right? It looks very, very beautiful, lush, and you have flowers. And so your energy has come out, Wheel of Fortune. They're saying that you heal. You may be a healer to others. People are whispering about maybe just being in your company or maybe your surroundings, maybe being at your home. It's like a sanctuary. They feel so comfortable and embraced. And I'm getting Buddha energy too, because I think Buddha does resonate with Jupiter as well. I think he is actually Jupiter to some modality. So I think that maybe you have a strong, keen, insightful way with your third eye. People might pick up on that you know what someone needs. So say they stop over and you just give them the right tea. Say they stop and you say, would you like some tea? And you pick the right tea for them. They feel really nice after they have that tea. There's something about what you offer, how you are showing up as a host, hostess, whichever, right? You have a hospitality about you that is very compassionate, warm, and healing. Yes, and then we have the empathic intuitive. Yes, they're saying in their circle, whoever's talking about you, you have charisma, you're very intuitive. And this card does look a little bit like Jesus, so you could be spiritual. They could say that you do follow the book, like if this is what you prescribe to. But it is something about serenity, and it could be that you're somebody who's very tranquil to be around. You're very spiritual. These people are picking up on your energy, and they're saying, Sagittarius has a real cool, calm energy. They're very tranquil. They make you feel better. They make you feel ease, like at ease. Yes, and now we have healing and moderation. So they're saying that you do know how to heal, but you know how to take it slow. You know how to take your time. This is your energy, the temperance come out. So yes, you are in your own energy. So the Sages that are listening to me are definitely on the upright side of Sag energy. And you know how to guide people to the right ways to get themselves feeling balanced and healed. And people are saying that. People are also saying that you know how to rise like a phoenix from the ashes, that when you take a rest, you come back like a brand new bird. You aren't somebody who's going to come back after resting unrecovered. They know that you were serious about your rest. So I see you here with the Four of Swords, and people say, you know, Sagittarius might go quiet for a while, but when Sagittarius goes quiet, we know Sagittarius is going to come back and be reinvented, reinvigorated, renewed. Sagittarius, some people are saying that you might have acquired quietly, let's say, a promise, an engagement ring or something like this. So somebody might know there's a secret coming up. You could, Sagittarius, somebody's talking in circles. So, I mean, when I say circles, maybe there's more than one person here, you know, hearing this in the whispers. I'm getting that you might be a masculine who has bought a ring and you're keeping it quiet from the lady, and you're doing a very good job at keeping this very, very quiet so that you want to surprise her. But if this is the lady who is Sagittarius, you may have somebody who is wanting to present to you. So it's going to work either way, right? The people are whispering, there is a ring in the background. Somebody is secretly engaged or promised to someone else. That this has not been put on the world stage yet, but there's something going on. Something about, I think it's your family. I think your family is the one whispering this. That is Sagittarius. One more for Sag, please. Wow. Sagittarius, again, with your intuition, people are saying that you have a strong intuition. They trust you when you tell them something that you believe strongly, that you were given a dream, or perhaps there's a hunch you have, a download, something comes up and they believe strongly that you're loyal to spirit and that they can trust you. Your intuition is usually right. And often, specifically, the feminine people who might listen to you might be talking in whisper to others and saying, Sagittarius really knew what they were talking about. This really happened, or it looks like it's actually coming true. So you have people who are loyal, who listen to what you say. That is what I'm seeing for you. So we're going to move on to the next sign, and I hope you enjoyed that, Sagittarius. Any placements? Virgo. Looks like Virgo is next. I have to get back into the room. Just a second. Okay, Virgo. Any placements? Okay, Virgo, any placements now? You are the sixth sign in the astro wheel. I usually go with the astro wheel. You got a key too, Virgo. The key cards, I don't think I've had come up for anyone yet. Okay, what are they saying about Virgo? What are they whispering about Virgo? Virgo, people are whispering that you're in a commitment that is a soulmate level commitment. This is 2 swans under a moonlit lake, okay? And lotuses all around. Your commitment is strong. Aries energy here as well. They're saying that it's unbreakable. Yes, you have a powerful love. You're committed to a soulmate. People see you as coming out of a muddy ground like a lotus. So you've been through it. You met somebody. This is so beautiful. The two of you may have both been through the muck, but you two are rising and shining. There is like no real true memory of you in your hard times because you are effortlessly in this beautiful energy of a pair of swans. So people are seeing it, and they might not know your person, but they know that the way that you embody this transcendence that you've come into, being the soulmate you are with this person, they see it as very beautiful, very elegant. They are also very attracted when they whisper about you. They're very attracted to the point that it makes them want to seek something like this. They kind of, they're not jealous. It kind of makes them hope. Maybe we have a chance for this too. Maybe this is beautiful as it is, but maybe some of us can have this. Maybe we're learning because Virgo is telling us that this is okay. This can happen for any of us. Virgo, you are in a spiritual awakening and they're whispering about it. Yes. There is a rebirth. Okay, that's a lotus there. So you might resonate with lotus and swan. You could have Cancer in your chart. The person who is your soulmate could be Cancer. But I'm seeing that the whispers are about how you have been spiritual. You have grown. And that is the only way you're able to come in this union with this soulmate, because the two of you had to go through some lessons to find each other. We have acceleration. So there is some kind of enthusiasm and kind of quick energy. People are whispering about how you are fast, you have tenacity. They can't seem to catch up with you. You have a energy about you that is pretty youthful. It's like they try to catch up and you're like a long way ahead of them. So people see you as somebody who's a go-getter. They're not trying to get away from anything, but they're just trying to get things done or experience so many things. You're so excited and enthusiastic about the experience. You just don't stop. You just keep going. And so it's kind of like work. If this is about work, they definitely are looking at you and they're whispering and saying, Virgo sure is dedicated. They keep going. They don't stop. You're coming into abundance. People are saying this. They're saying, you know, all that hard work. But look how deserving Virgo is, because they work so hard. Nobody works as hard as Virgo. They are so deserving of this. But you're going to be gifted. People are seeing you're being gifted too by spirit. So this is not just physical opulence. And there is, trust me, both. You have all kinds of gifts coming through, abundance, and people are seeing it. You're number one. So at work, you're putting in the effort. In love, you're putting in the effort. Spirit, with your ascension points, you're putting in the effort and they see it. So it's like you're getting the grand prize. You know, you're getting the shiniest gem. You're getting the best offer, opportunity, raise, whatever. But your abundance, it's remarkably high because you have come from what would have been lack mindset, but you didn't treat it that way. You just said, I'm going to roll my sleeves up and I'm going to make this better. Kind of like the person who gets the fixer-upper. You did something, you turned something around, and people are whispering and saying, everything you touch, it's like by magic, you improve, and you're getting the rewards for it too. People are seeing this, and they're thinking, well, maybe they can learn something from you. There is a creation point with you that does attract people. You could be modeling your home. I kind of am feeling a Virgo who might be going through a body glow up, okay, your home or your body. People are whispering that your physique is looking fantastic. So you have like a vision board or something. People are talking. They say that either you dreamt something and you made it a reality, or they're saying that you have a vision board that you're keeping, because it seems like you're making strides in what it is that you want to embody. They're thinking that you must be doing something that is like visual magic or something like this. You're very creative. And then with your soulmate connection, we have Libra here with 7. You have covenant, sacred contracts. So people are recognizing that you do have something that was divinely brought to you and you honored it. You signed at the dotted line and you did not waver. That you are getting rewarded. People are seeing it. This makes them want to do this too. I mean, you're kind of showing people how it's done, right? You're kind of showing them a role model here. Wheel fortune, luck and right of timing. So this is like divine timing. 23. Taurus, Gemini, and Leo energy as well. Sagittarius, if you know the fortune wheel. I'm going to say that these people who are talking about you and whispering, they believe you're going to be in some kind of a, there's something lucrative coming towards you. It's either going to be a really good job that pays real well, or there's something that you're winning that is coming. Because they see you in winning mode right now. They don't see you losing. They see you always in abundance. You have a lucky streak about you, but you're also working hard. You're very dedicated. But the changes are coming in and they notice it. They're whispering about how you're so different, not just from your former self, but also from the others that surround your area. You've been through cycles. You've learned how to change yourself and adapt. And they think that that's a very admirable thing. These people are praising you in the whispering secret circles that they're at, right? We have river movement. Yeah, you're somebody who my grandmother used to say, don't let the grass grow under your feet. Now, you're an earth sign, so this is meaningful to you. But her meaning was when she said that, don't, waste time. Don't, like, if time is precious and it's gifted to you, use it wisely. Don't squander it. Time can be something valuable. You're somebody that is keeping it moving. It's like, whether it's for tranquility and enjoying a walk or some kind of a boat ride or bike ride or something, it doesn't matter what you're doing. If it's passive time, if it's, playtime, if it's work time, you are not squandering time. You're consistently a body in movement, and your body, your home, your work life, everything is excelling because you keep it going. You keep everything fresh. Yes, you're ascending. People are whispering that you are leveling up in levels that they did not think anyone could do. So they might not know people other than you that are doing this, and or you have exceeded others. Your progress, maybe you've received a promotion at work. They're seeing a lot of good things come in for you. And I think a lot of these people are whispering and they're saying you're so deserving. Some people are whispering about how you're comfortable in your own skin. So maybe you've been through some ups and downs with your body. They're seeing you at the gym, or people know you maybe at work or in your neighborhood family, something like this. They're saying that you're finally accepting you, that you're not beating yourself up anymore. You recognize that you have the perfect physique, that you can always improve it, but you're happy as you are. A lot of people are noticing that if you have a law situation, they're whispering that it's going in your favor, that the judge is going to rule in your favor. And there's a possibility that if you are someone who works in this kind of field, they're talking about how good that you are in your profession, that you know the details, you know the laws on the books. You could be a lawyer, a judge, and if you work in the police field, they could say that you're very fair, that there is something very fair about you. People are saying that, well, they're whispering, right? That even if others might be biased about a particular person who comes into the courtroom or the place where you work when it comes to being fair, that you are always weighing out the information, not the person, not the past, but the information needed and anything that is applicable to this case or the situation. You're very, very fair. You're reasonable. And lastly, you do have a similar card as we had for Sag. It's a different deck. You have home. People are whispering about how you have a paradise for a home. It's comfortable, it's relaxing, it's tranquil. It offers peace, sanctuary to those that come visit. It's very comfortable and accommodating. That is what I have for the oracles. Let's find out for Virgo all placements for tarot. What do we have for Virgo, please? When it comes to people whispering the good things on the Virgo. Okay, so you have the awakening here. So that is enlightenment and your acceptance of yourself. So it's more, people see you're a good judge. So people are whispering that if they're having some kind of a issue where they need a mediator, you're the one to go to. You know how to not look at things as if you're taking a side. You're the mediator, you're fair. You're also very accepting of anyone. You have a very gentle and spiritual way about you. You're not somebody who's going to pick somebody based on their looks, their money, the lower nature, right? People are whispering that you're non-judgmental, that you're very enlightened and you're accepting of anyone who is a, let's say, good person. I don't think you're judging, though. There's no judgmental. So unless somebody shows otherwise, people are whispering that you're very, very fair, that you'll call them. If there is a truth that needs to be said, you'll call them on, a spade, right? And Virgo, some people say that you have overcome a powerful tower. You could have actually lived through some kind of a damaged home by fire or storm, and you have walked away from it, dusted yourself off. And most people say they don't believe people could do it, but you had trust that you had trust, Paul, that you would be watched over by the Most High. You release what it is, that anything that it is that gets in your way, that hurts you, burdens you, and you trust a power that's higher than you. Most people are whispering and saying that they have never witnessed anyone be that trusting of their material world, right, on something spiritual. So they're not as in tune as maybe you are. You have changed quite a bit. That's what they're saying. You have completely made a 180. I think it's 180. Well, you've changed, because to lose something like a house or have a really massive tower happen, these people are whispering that they didn't think that anyone could make a comeback on that. So it's kind of like if you had a car accident or something really big happened to you, people just did not believe anyone could come from something like this and turn it around so well. You did. And they're saying you did it with such grace. You didn't complain about it. You healed. You let things happen. You let the Most High trust. You trusted them, and the Most High helped you through it. We have a Leo showing up here, but you could be a cusp Leo, and it could be a cusp Leo and a Virgo. And I don't know if there's like any questions. I know there's a couple of them. So I'm just letting you all know that I will do the questions after we finish this. So it will be one question per subscriber, and I'll look for that out at the community. So far we have done, this is our third sign, and we're finishing up on Virgo. After we're done with Virgo, then I will get on to the fourth one. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. This is your energy. Your goals, your potentials, your success are being whispered about. So when you have intentions to plant something, to create something, start something, invest in something, they say that you go the length to get to the point of the fruits of your labor. They see you, they whisper about you, they see you as someone who doesn't give up. They don't falter on their promise to what it is that they're trying to follow through on. And that goes for relationships, that goes for work, that is for any kind of commitment you make, Virgo. One more we have. Virgo, you have the Knight of Wands. Your intuition is sparking attention. They're whispering about your intuition. It's strong. You have the all-seeing eye here within you. They're saying your third eye is completely lit. You're also protected. People are whispering and saying that you are definitely connected with the Most High. They're saying that they trust you when you tell them something. Like if you see something is going to happen, like a storm's coming, you trust, or they're the whispering, they say they trust your word. They say that when things come out of whatever Virgo is saying, right? When Virgo expresses something to be concerned about, caution over, they say that you have to listen to Virgo. Virgo would not tell us this if it wasn't true, because Virgo has a direct line to the Most High. Yes, you're very inspiring, very intuitive, and your growth. Right back to the lotus and the swans. You're very, very, and I'm trying to remember, I think if you're a person who believes or prescribes to Jesus Christ, right? I think that the swan, kind of like the dove, I think can somewhat be one of the symbols of, because I'm thinking signet. You might want to look into, Virgo, the Cygnus, 𝐤𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 astrology wheel. It's a place in the cosmos, and it is the swan. So you may want to look into that. I'm going to leave that there. I hope that helped in some way or you enjoyed it. Take care, my Virgo friends. Okay, so we're looking into the next sign. Who will be the next sign? Who's whispering about them will not? We're not asking who. We're just asking what. We're asking what are they saying? What are people whispering about the next sign? What is the next sign? Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, let me find your card real quick so that we know that we read you. Okay, Scorpio, you're 8. So I'm going to count out 8 for you. Okay, Scorpio, your sixth sense, your subconscious. I think we know that about Scorpio, don't we? I have that people are whispering about how intuitive you are, but they already know that. They know you're very sensitive, but they know that you have extrasensory perception. You are beyond just your intuition. You feel things. You can see with clairaudience, clairvoyance, you can hear and see. There is like a lot of receptors to you. You pick up information. So people, they might be a little weirded out, but they whisper about you and they say it's pretty fascinating to be around Scorpio. Your radiance is something to behold. You're very radiant to be around. You're warm. You have a magnetism that's, it's like fire, okay? There is something very warm and enchanting about you. People are whispering. And I think this is the charisma you carry. People are whispering. So I think that this could be an attraction that many are feeling towards you too. Scorpio, you're known by some to be very clean and tidy, and they're whispering about how kept your house was when they last visited, or how often they see your house and it's always a bit different, but it's always clean. So I have somebody who, yeah, there's always something going on at your house, and so you're always making sure that it's spotless. People are whispering that you don't let things look lived in. It's like you like to make sure that it remains lived in, but it does not have that lived in look. I can't remember the term, but people know that you live there, but it is like if they walked in there, they would be, where Scorpio sleep? Where do they eat? They can't tell because you're so clean. Okay, so water, that's your energy. People are whispering that you're getting opportunities. You're very resourceful. The wealth is accumulating for you. You're doing very well on whatever strategy you have at making better income and or windfall, whatever it is coming your way, right? But they're saying that you're very resourceful in how you allocate your funds, how you grow them, how you apply them, right? Because some people would squander them and or maybe not choose the right way, the right method. Like Capricorn, I think that you're pretty resourceful. You know what way needs to be, which way. People are whispering that they say that you know which way that flow goes. So where the money is coming in, you either sit on it or like you put it away, right? You don't just squander it somewhere. You're kind of like, well, this is something that I just don't want to waste. And so you think, and you're very prudent how you spend it, and you're very wise. Scorpio, you could have a Sagittarius in your chart. You could have Sagittarius in your chart, but people are whispering that you're very forgiving of others and yourself. There could be somebody who is in the year of the rabbit or the cat in Chinese astrology that you've forgiven. There could be somebody as well who I was just getting another sign. I'm trying to think what that one was. I'm wondering if it's Libra. You could be a cusp to either side, Sag or Libra. Yeah, they're saying that you have changed. People are whispering you didn't used to be forgiving. There is something in you that is softened. They're saying that now Scorpio has grown, matured. There's something very evolved about you. You can now forgive in a way you used to not. So these people are whispering, could be your family, but I do see Spirit is recognizing this because you've been working with Spirit. Spirit is recognizing that you're very, very forgiving now. And I think that you're forgiving yourself for things that you've done, and Spirit and others that are here in the flesh are saying and noting Scorpio is not holding back at forgiving herself, himself anymore. Scorpio has really grown. Okay, Scorpio, you have a reputation for being the completer, and that is something that you are because the death card isn't ending, right? People are whispering that when something is done with Scorpio, Scorpio is done. There's just no going back. There's no sitting on a fence. There's no pondering and questioning and asking anyone else. You don't look to anyone else for guidance, for question. You just know it because you're so intuitive, you're so insightful, and spirit is in sync with you. So they're saying in their whispers, Scorpio really knows. Scorpio doesn't question anything. They don't fall back on anyone else. They know. They're so amazing at how well they walk away from things. They know when it's the right thing to walk away and it's the wrong thing to stay. Crown. Your top level, people are whispering that you are a master at anything you do. Scorpio, you've come some distance from what you used to be, maybe. Some people are recognizing, though, that you're very, very top level. So you're somebody who's been through many lessons. You're acutely connected to your pineal gland and your crown. They're saying that you are wonderful at what it is that you're top level at. So whatever you've mastered, people actually, they are whispering that they enjoy watching you, what your next move will be, how your methods are, how you change and evolve with this crown. You wear it well, they say. And you have people whispering about solitude and how you're not afraid to be alone. You apply that time wisely where others might be feeling a threat of being alone. They say, in a way, it's like so strange to see Scorpio just have such, tenacity about being alone. They don't act like they're phased. They don't act lonely or bored. No, people are recognizing and saying and whispering groups and maybe one-on-one that you are definitely someone who's not afraid of being in your own energy. You're not afraid of your own shadow. You're someone that's powerful, who knows how to apply that time, and you're not threatened by, oh, what's a little time on my hands? You always know what to do, right? Okay, I was just peeking at the comments. I'm going to get your questions after we get there. So Scorpio, and done 4. What is being whispered behind Scorpio's back, please? Okay, so this is not bad for you, okay? It's not, this is more about other people, okay? People are, they're whispering that others become very obsessed, clingy to you, on you. That people often are so addicted to your energy because you're so charismatic. There is a magnetic appeal about you that entices people to come towards you and not let go. But these people are whispering that you have a tenacity to cut and or work your magic, to have people like less attached to you. So you do something and they whisper, how is it that Scorpio shakes these people without looking like a mean person, a BI, you know what? There's something about how you're able to shake people because you know how to walk away and you know what's not right for you and you know what must end. When people are obsessed, you know it's toxic. So you don't hurt their feelings, you just have ways. People are whispering, how is it that Scorpio did that? People are whispering that you know how to get a good night's sleep, that you don't have anything resting on your conscience. You've not done anybody wrong. People are noticing you always look well rested. When in the morning, you're kind of a night owl, I think is what they're saying too. You even rest well when you're a night owl. They're saying that you don't feel when it comes to getting a good night rest or a good day rest whenever you're sleeping, that you take good care of yourself. You have a good way of releasing worry, anxiety, if you have it. So this goes back to them whispering on maybe you're having a good self-care too, that you care about yourself enough to know that your rest is significant, because your day or your night, whatever it is that you have going on, is going to have something to do with that sleep you're getting, the renewal time, and you're aware of this. Some people are having massive chatter as they whisper about love. They see opportunity and love coming for you. Yeah, somebody is really in love with you, and it looks like you're going to receive and accept somebody's goblet. Somebody who is going to show you what love is. You have not had this kind of love in a while. So when you receive this, the people are already seeing it. They're saying, Scorpio is ready for this love that we see that is coming. Scorpio is close to being an item with somebody. Scorpio, you might be someone who is so nurturing. You're the mother essence, okay? There is something very wise and comforting about you, and you're loyal. People are whispering that you would make a good mother. There could be a suitor, if you're a woman, okay? There could be a suitor who is saying, you know what, she would be the perfect mother of my children. There is somebody whispering on how your loyalty is unprecedented because you're a fixed sign, right? But they're whispering that there is something about you that makes you look like you would stand out as a mother. You would do it differently than most mothers, and that any child born to you would be very lucky to have you as a mother. If this is a man, okay, that he is good to his mother. Okay, so if we're talking about a Scorpio who's a male, then you are a wonderful son to your mother. And people are whispering, and it could be your family, but it could be people who know your mother and or they've seen you with your mother. Again, the Hermit. You in solitude. You know how to be alone. You're not threatened about being with yourself. You have nothing weighing on your conscience that would make you feel threatened to be alone with yourself. You do being alone very well. And people are whispering. They wonder what you do when you're alone, but they know that when you come out, you're always wiser. They know that you always seem like you have spent more time on that spotless house. You're impeccable with how you carry yourself and how your home looks. And they say that you study, you do things that are very, very brilliant when you're behind closed doors. But they think that you use your time wisely, and they really think a lot of how you carry yourself. And there again, they wonder, when they're talking in circles, they wonder what it is you're wishing for. And that is what I'm getting. That is what I'm getting for Scorpio. Any placements? Okay, the next sign. Any placements? Next sign, please, for what are they whispering about behind your back? We have Libra. I'm shocked we haven't had any duplicates yet. So Libra, and we're kind of going backwards again. Isn't that weird? So 7 is your number. I'll count 7 out for you. You got a key card. Okay, I think you're the only the second one that did. Okay, Libra. People say that you are so good at getting beyond obstacles. Leo and Virgo energy here. A pyramid, a eye, like a Ra. So you are someone people are whispering about that is given a whole lot of drama. You can cut through it. And the drama might be something that's meant to stop you from progressing forward. Some kind of conflict, drama will find itself in front of you, and you know how to maneuver. You know how to be strategic to get beyond that, to get where you got to be. You don't let things stop you. You don't even let them slow you down. You're very balanced and you effortlessly move through whatever wall appears in front of you, almost like playing a video game, like you master it. Every time you face off with something like this, you're better. So people are whispering that you solve puzzles. So this actually goes really well, right? Because you're strategic, you know code words, you remember well, you think deep, okay? You're an air sign, right? You can solve puzzles, riddles. I'm getting them whispering about you knowing your way around. Like you could be a Uber driver, a taxi driver, somebody who navigates some way. Do you know, like, masterful ways to get around town, get to this point to point B, A and B? You know how to get to places other people don't know. You know the back alleys, so to speak, not really alleys, but you know how to get to places, shortcuts that others don't know. This is the kind of mind that these people are whispering that you have. You have such a strength in your like a labyrinth. Somebody could throw you in a labyrinth and people are whispering you could find your way out of it. People are whispering that you are patient, that you know how to release things and surrender when you need to, and that it is rewarding, such as we just had a full moon. You may have done some releasing on that, and people are commenting just how amazing it is to see that you are starting to see open roads now, whereas others might not have had an easy time releasing things. You're seeing the fruits of your behavior, your choice, right? Because you released things, and now you have things that are opportunities that others might not otherwise see for themselves. You're seeing for yourself, and they're saying, wow. So maybe the next full moon will have to be like Libra, because look, they're already getting these opportunities. Things are happening for Libra pretty quickly. They must have done something. So they're whispering, you must have done something, Libra. Maybe you manifested it. Maybe you've been saying mantras. They're wondering how it is, that your surrender comes so easy, that you're releasing so that you could receive has happened so easily for you. It just come natural. But they're seeing that you did have to, let something go. You let things go, and that you definitely did put effort into this. Intuition. So you have a sixth sense, premonition, gut feeling. People are calling you psychic. They're saying in circles, they're whispering. Libra is some kind of psychic. We had readings by different people, but Libra, they cut right through things. They just were so sharp. They saw through the details. Libra is a really good reader. Libra is somebody who she can pull you, or he can pull you into the story. Whereas I hadn't had that experience, they're saying. They're whispering they hadn't had that experience prior. You have the ability, the knack to read the room, not read the room as if you just walked in a room, but you're telling the person, when these people are whispering about you, it's like you're telling the person what the room looks like you're remote viewing it. The aromatics, okay? More than just the aesthetics. You have a feeling of the entire ambience. You're a powerful, intuitive, So people are abuzz of your gifts. They're wondering when you're going to. They're whispering, when are you going to take it professional? And or when are you going to have more gifts? They're curious. They really are interested in seeing just how powerful your gifts are going to become, because so far you're impressing people. That's what I have for the Libra. Yes, and your manifestation is powerful too. So Libra, that is, you have master number 22. Your birthday could be on the 22nd of some month, right? You have a connection. You could have Sagittarius in your chart too. You have a connection with the birds. There could be a Leo or a Sagittarius, or excuse me, a Sagittarius or a Capricorn, perhaps in your chart, or you're involved with somebody like this, or you've read for people of these signs. They're whispering. They're the ones that are whispering. They're saying that you're magic. You're pure magic. Whatever you touch, you manifest things, and your gifts are powerful. Guidance. So there's some kind of dreams that you have shared, or you have linked with somebody in a dream. That somebody may be telling somebody in a whispered mode, look, I think that there's some astral traveling or something going on with this Libra. Libra is coming to me in my dreams, and it feels more like it's the reality than the dream world. And so there's something very powerful with Libra's capabilities. It's more pronounced than previously. And they're whispering over this. They're also whispering that someone has a crush on you. This could be the person who has a crush on you. So Libra, you might have someone who has a crush and they're telling others, I really, really am fascinated with Libra. I really want to tell Libra, but I am afraid to tell Libra because I don't know if this is my chance or not. I don't know if Libra will give me a chance. And then you have higher self, Libra. Higher self. So you're in tune with your higher self. Your capabilities are strengthening because you're ascending and you're meeting with your higher version. The two of you are implementing ways to move forward, and people are whispering and seeing how evolved you become. You've passed tests. You're on your way, and they see that you're getting gifts because you're working hard at improving and healing yourself. In the tarot, for the Libra, any placement, please? What are people whispering? The Empress, this is your own energy, but I want to say people are abuzz about your beauty, your harmony, but you're beautiful. So they might talk about you don't need to wear makeup if you're a woman. You're just naturally beautiful. You have a glow about you. But maybe you have taken on a new aesthetic, so you're trying out a different cosmetics, a new look, and people are just abuzz about how you look so different, but you're still attractive. You're a natural beauty, they're saying. You're so full of grace. So if you're a man, the same thing. They're saying that you're very attractive. You're stunning either way, male or female. The whispers going on, people must know somehow you have a new love story unfolding. People know this somehow, some way. Oh, they seen you receive flowers. Somebody brought you flowers. They delivered flowers. So people are talking about how you were crowned. Like somebody honored you. Somebody honored you. They gave you your flowers. They think of you as beautiful, and you were the victory they wanted. These people are whispering about how you're taken. Your crush might be saying, oh, dang, I'm too late. Yeah, your crush could be one of the people really talking about you and whisper. You could have a Leo who's talking about you. Some people are whispering that you are very light, your energy, very light, effervescent, powerful, radiant, warm. But some people are also maybe secretly talking about how They had been through some real tough times, and you were supportive of them. They could be coming to each other and whispering about what a strength you offered them, and that you taught them they could be strong and bold and not be afraid or threatened, that you persevered as a person they could look to, and they could persevere knowing that you were supportive to them. They are also whispering that you know how to draw a line in the sand and keep boundaries strong. You don't let people invade your space and or overtake, and you're very good about your boundaries. Libra, you're meeting the criteria to get your goals and success. The potential of a complete, say, people are whispering, right, that you are investing in yourself and your surroundings, and you're close to being at the finish line. That's what they're saying. So if you're paying off something, if you're getting a scholarship, if you're getting to the point that you say that there's going to be nuptials between you and somebody you love, you want to marry them, if you want to be a mother or a father, people say that they're whispering that you're getting things done. You really are keeping with commitments, your goals. You're checking them off like a list, right? That is what they are saying. That is what they are whispering. Okay, let's see, I still have a dice here I can roll. What is the next sign that I have to read? What are they whispering about you? Taurus. Happy birthday, Taurus. Taurus, you got 2 keys. Okay, you have romantic. People are whispering that you're a hopeless romantic, but not hopeless, because somebody does carry the lock that your key will fit. People are whispering that Taurus is the most romantic person they have been in, ever had a delight to know. I'm getting that you are sort of the sweetest flower in the garden. People love how you have like a hopeless streak to you inside. Anytime you see or hear something romantic, it makes you just blush. And they think that it is sweet, it is delicate. They know that it's going to take the right person, that you're not somebody who, even though you're romantic, it's going to be so easy. It has to be the right fit. Kind of like Cinderella. Like you have to have the right slipper. Okay. Boot, if you want to say this is for a man, right? But, people are whispering that you're particular, but you're romantic. Taurus, any placements? So there are people whispering that you're a mystery. Some people think that you will go for something. Some people think you won't. So they think that it's kind of neat you're a mystery, because you don't know what's going to happen with Taurus, right? But they think of you as a puzzle. You're very confusing, yet since you're not so easy to peg, they don't see you as dull. They these people whispering, they may think that most people are dull, and you being so different, they don't think that you are. They just think that you're um you just I'm not going to say what's the term? I was going to say the movie, but I don't really want to get it mixed up with that one. I'm just going to say that one day you could, like be easy breezy with somebody, and the next, no, not interested, sorry. But because you aren't so easy to peg, it is kind of exciting because you're not a people pleaser and you're not somebody who is so, um, you're not living like in a pattern. You're somebody who knows how to keep things real, change it up, that kind of thing. So they also are whispering that you're very adaptable. You have adaptability, that you're somebody that can navigate and you can choose and decide, change up. So because you're the way that I said, they were whispering about the mystery, you also know how to change up the plans and roll with the dice. So if there is something that someone throws at you, most people might say, nope, sorry, I don't want to do this. I can't, I can't work with this or whatever. Like, think about like a director, actor, right? And they're having resistance with each other. You would be the actor that would say, no, I'll figure out how to get around this. I can make the role work. I can change it up a bit. Whereas other people might be restrictive and say, I can't work with this role. I can't work with this director. But you have adaptability. So that is something, no matter how stubborn you might come across, you still adapt. Interesting. Oh, that's what got me caught up. So you blend in so well. You blend in, and you are someone who they're whispering, you could play any role. These people are whispering that you could play any role. So like say you're looking for a role and you're in the tryouts, you're auditioning. Well, they want to give the role to somebody, and you're right for any of the roles because you're so adaptable. And you also carry a certain quality about you that you could play just about anything. So it's not that you're not a standalone, like, but you know how to be like the master of many disguises or something like this. So that's where the mystery comes in too. You're someone who could be that way. So people are whispering, wow, there's so much changeability, adaptability within that Taurus. That Taurus makes a really awesome actor, or they could be an awesome actor. If you're a feminine, people are whispering that your cosmic womb is going to receive a cosmic baby one day, that you are a divine feminine. People can tell because you radiate some kind of light. And I'm getting spirit baby is waiting to come to you, and people who are in the spiritual community recognize this. So they're talking about this. If you're a man, a masculine, your divine feminine who carries the cosmic womb is coming towards you. And when she and you meet, the spirit baby wants to come through. People are whispering in the spiritual community. They can tell the two of you are going to be the two lights that bring in the third. Taurus, you know how to take the right risks. People are whispering that you don't make a bad decision. You have a leap of faith, you take chances, and usually it's very rewarding. People don't see you as somebody who is sloppy when it comes to taking a chance. You are very, very educated about what you decide to try out. And also you speak to higher source, right? And your guides. And usually they have your back. So people are talking about how graceful you are when you do something like take a risk. Some people are saying, and they're whispering, that you are a very supportive person to have in the community. This could be the spiritual community, your family, your job. People are saying you're so supportive, they like to be around you, that you feel like the person they can rely on when they have something they need to tell, something has happened powerful in their life, be it good or bad, that they can come to you and you'll be supportive. Taurus, you have a third key. Unbelievable. Because there was only one key in this type of deck, the big cards, and you had the two little ones, which nobody got. Two, you got a big key. So you got three keys. Key people, core of the problem, and past. So yes, you're a key person. People are whispering. It's like you get the key to the city. There is something very, very important about you. And I think that you're going to do important things. People are whispering this. They're saying Taurus is going places. Taurus is going to be invited to serious invitations. There is a past key story. Maybe you're going to get secret doors that, only you can open. And this is an initiation kind of thing, right? People are whispering that you're going to get initiated into some kind of group, some kind of clique. Maybe you're going to find a house that has a secret door and you're going to find your way through it. People are whispering about you and your magic at having the keys. Now, the Hierophant often is denoted for having two keys anyway. So here you are with three keys, Taurus. People are whispering. You know how to unlock doors. That is part of the mystery of you. And then we have Waterfall, effortless. Yes, you get the keys, you get everything. You do it so effortlessly. People are watching you with great interest. They're whispering. How is it Taurus does this? What is Taurus doing? What kind of magic is Taurus playing with? Let's get the tarot for you, Taurus. Any placements? Taurus, people are saying you have choices in life. You're going places. You have choices. People are saying that you may be getting married soon. People might be recognizing that you have a new ring, and or maybe somebody, Sagittarius got this too, so you could be involved with Sagittarius, or somebody secretly has chosen a ring and they're talking in a circle and they're sharing, and it's good news and they're excited. They're like, when is Taurus going to show up wearing that ring? When will the question be popped? And so yes, I think you're going to have a proposal coming, or you're going to make one. So the keys, okay? One of the keys I think is going to be a new home. People are whispering about a new home. You may already have it. You're moving in. You just moved in. You're about to. You're talking about it. People are talking about this new home. They're wondering if you're going to be living with someone, marrying someone, if this is just for you. People are whispering about it. People are whispering about how you rise from conflict. You don't let it get you. I think that we're just about done. Yeah, you're a born leader. You have focus and you're so magnetizing, you attract people. People might say that you're witchy, that you're like a warlock or a witch. So they think that you're real powerful in what it is you do, the direction you have, how it is you come into the intel you do, where those keys come from. People are whispering and they're thinking this is exciting. What is Taurus going to do next? That is what people are whispering on you. Okay. So we did Taurus. And who is the next one we're reading for? For what are they whispering on the listeners? We did Sag already. So Sag got 2. That could reinforce that whatever was said, maybe they are really whispering. You did have proposal and ring or something like that. Clarification. Sag might be a little more like on spot, maybe. I don't know. Sag, that was the 3rd time. Sorry. Pisces. We have Pisces. Any placements? Pisces, you got a key. Okay. We got commitment. Pisces, you honor a commitment. People are whispering that you know how to keep a promise, agreement, that you will be offered to take a pledge, and that you are a person who will not break a promise, a vow. You won't tell a secret. You won't spill. You'll keep things to yourself. You're someone to be trusted. You're loyal. You're committed. That's what I have here. They're whispering this on you. You're very sensual. So people are whispering, wow, that you're very sensual. When the new moon happens, you're most radiant. You might be somebody who likes to go in the moonlight, barely wearing anything, and so you do get attention, you draw eyes. People are whispering. It's not a bad thing. They could be saying how beautiful you are, sensual you are, and they're wondering, if you're with someone, I mean, it could be somebody is seeing you and they're thinking how alluring you are. But we also have attune, the key of attunement. So you have a bunch of keys that belong together. So maybe there is somebody who wants to give you their key so that you can come to their house, live in their house, be with them, share a home. Looks like you have somebody who wants to join keys. You have the same place, the same location. So people are whispering that maybe you're going to be moving in with somebody or sharing a home in some way. Some people are whispering that you have a lot of adventure in you. You're very courageous. You're a thrill seeker. People could be whispering that you take risks, but you don't do anything that's dangerous. You usually are very practical and solid with your approaches. You're courageous at things that others wouldn't even try. You have a daring streak. Some people think that you have the best pets. So maybe your pets are loyal. They go out for a walk or something, a run, they play outdoors, they sleep outdoors, they talk to other people, they come back to you. So we have animal friends. You commune well with animals. So people are whispering on how animals take to you. And we have talent. You were born with a talent. You didn't wait for it to arrive. This is something that you come in factory set with. So there's some kind of spiritual gift you have. But it could be as well, you sing, you have a beautiful singing voice. Maybe you dance, you move like water because you're a water sign, right? People are there's whispering, they're noticing, they're talking about they're whispering about your movement. There's kind of like I'm seeing like incense smoke. You know how it kind of has a way of winding into the air and then it goes straight, but it has a different formation to it depending on the energy. Yeah, people are saying that you are very creative with your movements, with your sound, but you have abilities. There's some kind of talent you have. Each I almost said Aries, you could be a cusp. Each Pisces is going to have a different talent. So there could be something about you that's just very unique. People are whispering about this. People are whispering that they know you have a twin flame, a soul contract. They're whispering that it's pretty interesting watching you because you've changed, you've modified yourself, you've grown, you're very spiritual, yet you're either getting to know this person or you're already very in know of them, and they're whispering about this connection you have. They're curious about it. It's not a bad thing. They're just curious. Can I get some tea for what are they whispering about the Pisces, please? What kinds of things are they whispering? You're coming up as the hangman, that you look at things in so many ways. You have a very unique way of seeing things, that you're rare. This is your family. Your family is actually saying you're so different, but it's refreshing how different you are. You see things in ways that others don't. They enjoy how you feel like you can basically tell the story from an upside down book. You know, like you can read the book upside down. You know the story. That you're waiting, you're not anyone's sacrifice. People are whispering that you have a happily ever after coming. They know it. People are whispering that there is so much happiness in store for you. Now, you might be somebody who is already pregnant, or you have children and you're waiting to finish the story with your soulmate or twin flame. People are talking about this happy family that you are in, and it's growing. So people are whispering that you have possibly abundance coming your way too. So you have at least 2 children to look forward to, if not you already have them. But you have intense happiness. You're content that you're going to be even more so. People are whispering about some ending you had, that it changed you, but it made you stronger. You transformed. You allowed things to end that needed to. And people are whispering that you're the keeper of the secrets, that you are the true high priestess. That is your energy. People are whispering that you can tell people what it is they ask. They can trust you. That you're a born healer, that might be your gift that you were born with, right? So Pisces, people are whispering that you have a lot of good things coming, that you're a healer, you're very intuitive, you have psychic abilities, you see things differently than others, you can read so well when it comes to intuition, gifts. And you have a lot of friends that are around you that support you. And you may have a lot of sisters. People are whispering about your family. Yeah, they're whispering about your family and about how fair. I'm getting Little Women kind of feeling like maybe you have 3 sisters and you're the 4th or something like this. And lastly, you rise above conflict. You cut yourself free of conflict. You don't let yourself get caught up in conflict. People are whispering that you don't allow yourself to get involved in drama or conflict. You are very ready to extricate yourself from the tree. When hanging, you will not be a sacrifice, that spirit has your back, and that you are not going to hang there because you see the moment to be free coming, and you know you can read the room. That is what I'm seeing for what they are whispering on you. People are aware that you are very gifted. You're very intuitive. You have psychic abilities and you're a healer. That's what people are whispering about you. Pisces. What is the next sign we have? Taurus, you got another role, but we read you. Leo, you're next. Okay, Leo, what do we have? Any placements, Leo? I'm not really counting the cards that we're getting. I'm kind of like I'm feeling it out. So in case anyone's wondering, Spirit's kind of telling me when is enough. The whole temperance thing. Too much, too little, that kind of thing. I hope everyone's doing well. And don't forget to like if you're here. Okay, Leo, you broke some kind of curse. People are whispering, how'd she do that? How'd he do that? Nobody breaks that kind of curse. That family line has been cursed since the dawn of time. How is it Leo has done that? So people are whispering that you have some magical capability. You were able to have foresight to break something that others would befall to. And they're mesmerized at how you did it. Leo, you may have had to go to court and you won some kind of case. It could have been custody. There's something illegal that you had to face and fight. People are whispering that you succeeded. You beat the odds. People were talking, they're whispering, they're like, how did they get off with that lawyer? That lawyer was awful. The judge, we thought that the other side was cinching it up. So the curse was lifted and you had legal trouble and it went your way. So there's something that happened. People are whispering over, or it's working its way through now. The whispers are going on and they're saying that, how is it you beat the case? It seemed to be cinched up against you. People are saying that you are someone that seems to be very dedicated to your magic and or spirituality. You have dedication with the candle here. So you light your candle, you say your prayer. You may be somebody who you go to church. Whatever it is that you do, your spirituality, something like this, you are definitely someone dedicated. And people are whispering. They're saying that you don't miss a day or a week, whatever it is that you congregate or you do your thing. You are always on it, Leo. They see you always involved and you don't fall back. So you are ascending and you're progressing, leveling up, Leo. People are whispering this. They're saying that they could see a big change in you, a lot of growth. Team spirit, communication, interest, and goals. Yes. So you're somebody who people are whispering that you are congregating and you're in a group of others and they're whispering about how you come through. So it is sort of the dedication again, right? Team spirit, you work with others and you are someone they can look to. They share their experience with you. They feel that you're very spiritual and they like having you on their team. People are whispering that. People are whispering that you have strong boundaries. You could be a night owl. You could have Pisces in your chart, maybe some air. They see you very balanced, but they see When they're whispering, they see that your boundaries cannot be crossed. So if you say that you have sleep hours or study hours, there's no getting beyond you on that. It's like you can't try to mess with the hours that the Leo has shown that are in, they're in 𝐤𝐸. You can't mess with those hours. Leo is serious. They're dedicated about their studies, their sleep, what it is that they have their boundaries about. Spotlight. This is so you, right? Audience, limelight. So you're getting a glow up. People are whispering about your glow up. You're getting famous. You're getting known. People are talking in circles. They know your name. People are saying you're so committed and you're so deserving because you work so hard. You look so glamorous. You look attractive. If you are a person who is a social media person, you're getting more attention there. Your aesthetics are getting attention. So if it's something that you do, say you're a night person and you do, like, maybe you dance or sing at night, like concerts, or I don't know, like entertainment, something like this, right? It's like people are starting to recognize you. You're getting famous, maybe on a small level, but it is growing for you. People are speaking, they're in circles. Did you see Leo last night on stage? This is the kind of thing. Or did you see the live stream that Leo just put out? It was fantastic. Things like this, right? They're whispering that on you. And then finally, you have letting go, surrendering, releasing. This last full moon was a fixed sign full moon. And perhaps you had to let a lot go, and people are whispering. They know that you had to, but they know that you did the right thing. People are talking in positive concert of how, you made the right decision. You did the right thing for you. And they're whispering, wonder what's going to happen now. Leo has so many good things happening now. Wonder what's going to happen for Leo now. Oops. In the tarot, what can we get for Leo and what they're whispering? Okay, there's some people who are whispering that you're single, or they're wondering if you're single. So there's people who could be in the shadows keeping an eye open to see if you become single, because maybe when they're whispering, there's interest in dating you. Or who, kind of like tabloids, maybe who's Leo dating now, that kind of thing. But it's not like they're trying to trash you or anything like that in the gossip. They're just kind of saying you have the pick of the litter. You can date anyone you want to. And this is people who obviously they're excited to hear about you having a happy story. Leo, people are talking about your achievements, your education. They're wondering where you learned how to do something. They're wondering, how far are you going to go? How far are you taking it? Are you going to go international? There are things that they are saying when they whisper. It's all about your success. They are seeing you growing and excelling in ways that many don't. You're receiving keys to the kingdom. Some people are wondering if you're marriage material. They're wondering if the success will ruin the chances of becoming marriage material. So they're not saying this in a bad way. They're wondering what you want. Do you want success? They're asking in circles, whispering. Does Leo want success, or does Leo plan to get married and maybe balance it out? Or is this going to be a one or the other kind of thing? So people are inquisitive. Now, it could be someone romantic interested in you, whispering to others, I really am into Leo, but I don't want to ruin Leo's, success and happiness when it comes to career. So, I mean, you could have like a mixed bag when it comes to the people whispering on that. Yes. So you could have a young fire sign who's interested in you. It doesn't matter what gender you or they are, right? But this person in you, um, when it comes to the situation with them, there was competition, but the competition got put in the background. So you have taken up not just the career spotlight, what you're doing, how you're going that way. People are whispering about that. You're also getting a suitor to put everything else in back of the line. You are it. There's no other people in the line of sight for this person. This is somebody who wonders if you would be their bride maybe and or have their children. So they are concerned. So the whispers are genuine. The whispers have to do with you being their wish fulfillment, wondering if you feel the same way about them. That is what I have for you, Leo. I hope that helped and you enjoyed it in some way. Okay, so I'm going to roll the dice and see what sign comes up that's not been read for yet. And what do we have for who is whispering? Not who, but what are they whispering? What are people whispering on the sign coming out? Pisces already has been read. Okay, what are they whispering on Aquarius? Aquarius, you're next. I have to take a momentary break and I'll be right back. I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Okay, so we have done 7 signs. We're on the 8th one now, from what I can tell. So I'm trying to keep track of them. So Aquarius is the 8th sign now. It could mean something to you. It's eternity, infinity, Buzz Lightyear, infinity and beyond. That could mean something. Toy Story for someone. I don't know. Disney. Somebody loves Disney. Somebody whispering about you watches a lot of Disney. Toy Story. Maybe you grew up with them. This is Aquarius. Any placements? What are they whispering about Aquarius? You got a key. I had to rotate the cards in though, because we were running low on cards. So we are kind of rotating some in. So you will maybe get something you've heard if you've been listening. Okay, Aquarius, what do we have? Okay, you have soulmate, twin flame. Somebody is talking, whispering. It could be your twin flame or your soulmate is whispering about you. But I wonder what they're whispering. They are maybe whispering that there is a connection through a past life with you. Like you've known each other through other planetary systems and or regions of the world, right? This could be a union you have where they're so excited. They're talking about this contract that it feels so magical. Aquarius, you could have somebody who is so in love with you, they can't keep quiet. They have to whisper, but they are sharing with others just how exciting they feel things are between you two, that it's so otherworldly. On the contrary, there is somebody that sees you as temptation. Aquarius, you have sensuality, wisdom, but you're also temptation to somebody, and somebody is talking in whisper format, like, this is not a bad thing. I'm not seeing it as that, but I see that you're a temptation to them. So ultimately, this person who's whispering is saying that they know you're already spoken for. So they're just like, you can look, but you can't touch. That kind of feeling. These people, now I'm hearing people. I almost spit out the word people. I think there's more than one of them. So they feel the same way. You bring such joy. I'm getting it's 2 or 3 people. You bring such joy, and they're whispering about your wisdom and an ending that you went through, and they are happy that you're over it. There's some kind of ending that you have been through, and they are happy you're over it. So these people, one of them anyway, does not have to be all 3 of them, sees you as temptation. They all see you as wisdom, sensuality, and joy. So you might have a really good singing voice. You do karaoke or something like this. So your soul, it's expressed through your voice, and they enjoy listening to you singing. So I'm thinking of Natalie Cole. She was a Aquarian singer. Whitney Houston was not a Aquarian, but I kind of have that kind of feeling. But there's something about when you sing, you're healing. Your vocal cords are very healing. People are whispering, when's Aquarius going to sing again? I want to go see him, whichever, right? Nat King Cole, I don't know if he was, I do know that Bob Marley was an Aquarius, and there's a few other Aquarians I know of that sing. Aquarius, I think that somebody really enjoys listening to you, even if you don't know it. So maybe they sit and they have a drink. They might not know you, and they're sitting there having a beverage, and they're just there. They're listening to you, and they're completely awestruck in how you sound. So there is some kind of achievement, Aquarius, that you are accomplishing. It's like you've got your name in the book. I don't know if it's a spiritual thing or if this is an important thing where, like the bibliography or something, I don't know, like somebody's giving you credit or you're writing a book. Now, when I pulled this card, I really quite literally thought somebody's whispering about somebody writing their book, or their life is so exciting. They really should write their book. And Aquarius is, you're very, very unique. Aquariuses are different. Everyone's unique, but Aquariuses are kind of the one that's the odd duck according to the astrology wheel. Aquariuses seem to be the one that is like, there's an old show called Square Pegs. It's like just a little different than everyone else, right? And there's some stories you have to tell, and or some things that you can share. And it could be a spiritual book you're writing. Maybe you're reading a book and it has made you realize. So people are recognizing that as you're reading the book, wow, there's some doors that are unlocking in Aquarius. Aquarius looks like they're evolving, like they're realizing that their story could easily be told just as well as the book they're reading there. So it could be that you have something that would be a complementary book to another book. Yeah, I'm getting a spiritual book maybe. Something you're writing based on memory you might be doing, and people are whispering that you have quite the backdrop of what could be written. I don't know, I'm getting kind of your achievements, your life, your spirit. It's I'm getting again otherworldly. There's something there. So this is a spiritual book, I believe, but I could be wrong, but people are whispering on it. Higher self. Yeah, you're engaging with your higher self. Your higher self is connecting with you. People are whispering that you're very accomplished, you're spiritual. You don't walk the way that most people do, so it's not something you push into their faces. But when people get to know you, they can feel it. So people are saying there is something about you that feels like higher self, like you're not somebody that's low brow. You're somebody who's very, very high brow. You're spiritual. You're connected. So people are whispering that you have a direct dial maybe to source because we have a key going right into the lock like with ease. There's no trouble at all. And you have intuition, sixth sense. So some people are speaking about your sixth sense. They're whispering that you have a powerful sixth sense, that your intuitive abilities and or your capability of discerning through psychic gifts is pretty uncanny. They enjoy watching you as you discover new gifts and or strengthen the ones you have. With the tarot for Aquarius, what people are whispering, please, what are they whispering about Aquarius? They're whispering that you have a choice that you have made, and you made the right choice. You listened to your intuition. You blocked what did not serve you, and you took the right choice. There was only one way to go, and you took the right route. Yes, you have people whispering that you have a reconciliation coming up with a childhood friend, somebody who you think of as a soulmate, somebody that you're very, very close to. You're very different from, but you're very close to them. You may have been out of contact for some while, but they've been keeping an eye on you in some way. So people are whispering. They're whispering that they're wondering if you can heal this old friendship that has lost, say, it's not gone, but it's not been, you have not had it intact for some long while. So it's a reconciliation of some kind. They're wondering if you can heal it, if it will grow again, if it will flourish. People are whispering, and it could be the person who wants to reconcile with you, this friend. So they could be whispering to people they know, and maybe you've connected and reconnected, right? And they are secretly saying, but I don't know, Aquarius really wants to keep being friends or keep this going or reestablish or regrow or strengthen, place new bond. I don't know if they do. This person's curious. They really have hope that you will. Somebody's in love with you and there's whispering going on about it. Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's a new beginning coming for you, Aquarius, and it's a new love and or a renewed love. So it could be that it was previous, but it's restored. So people are whispering. Can you see that Aquarius is in love? The look in Aquarius's eyes, the smile on Aquarius's face, it's like you were really announcing it by the way that your appearance is. You have that wanderlust, like love, kind of like enchanted look to you. People are speaking of, you have that dreamy look, like you're in love, a new beginning is happening, and it's just like first love for you. Even if it isn't, it looks like it to the outsiders. Aquarius people are truly believing that you are using magic. You have the Magician here. Yeah, you're powerful. Your energy is powerful. Your intuition's strong. Your sixth sense recognized. People are whispering about this. They're wondering if you were born this way or if you adapted and made yourself like witchy. They're curious about this. Your third eye is powerful. Now we have the moon on top of the magician. Man, you are powerful. People are whispering. They're whispering about how intuitive you are, how your intuition, your dreams. You must have worked your shadow issues out, they're whispering. Aquarius must have taken care of their shadow work, because why is it all this power and magic is coming so easily to Aquarius, effortlessly? That is what they are saying. They're whispering about how things just happen for you, Aquarius. 6 of Wands, and you're getting triumph, victory. People are whispering about the flowers, the adulations you're going to get, that you have a victory, that you have arisen. You have arrived. You have a glow up coming. People are whispering about the glow up, about people honoring you and showing you how much they really cherish you. That is what I see for Aquarius. Okay, we have 4 signs to go. Who is next? For the whispers, what is being said? The compliments. We already did Scorpio. The compliments being whispered. We did Capricorn. Compliments being whispered. For Capricorn, you got it again. Compliments being whispered, please. Scorpio again. Capricorn again. Aquarius, you got another. Capricorn. I'm just going to keep going until we get the right one. And if we don't, maybe those signs don't need it. I don't know. Maybe I should just let it go and do personals. Libra got theirs. We'll do one more roll. Scorpio, I guess we're going to let the rest go. I apologize if you didn't get yours, but time is kind of fleeting too. I think I need to address the questions that we have. So there are 4 signs that did not get theirs, and I apologize if you are listening and did not get yours, but you have a big chart. So how about you just check out whatever does fit? Maybe something does. I thought we needed something positive, and so that's why I went this route. But obviously there are other energy questions that I could ask. I was working on some. Before I move on to the personals, let me just share with you some of them that I thought about. So please do note if you like any of these for an upcoming reading. We already have 2 that are promised coming up. Okay, the stalking you, who is stalking you, and also what should you focus on. Those 2 are coming up. But will you be moving soon? What secretive person or group wants to initiate you? Who wants to claim you? Who is wasting your time? What need or who needs released? Who wishes you hadn't moved on? Who is getting readings on you? Who is manifesting you? Who is competing with you? Which are you? Why do you seem like a threat to whomever, right? Who is playing in your face? What does your neighbor think of you? What does your crush think of you? Who has you living rent-free in their head? Who wishes you would come back? What are your natural manifesting talents? What messages are meant for you from your guides? Who has fantasies or dreams of you? And what do they think of you on social media? So some of these I grabbed from a search, and others I thought up on my own, or Spirit helped me. And I will let you, if you think any of these are worthwhile, I will let you comment in the comment area if any of those perk your interest. I am going to get another deck out. And we will be answering the questions now. I am going to look at the first couple that I saw. And I thought for some reason Carrie had one, but I don't think she did today. But I think I answered hers recently. Let me do a couple shuffles here, and then I'm going to go to the community board. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. Don't forget to like if you're here. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like here and at the community post area, because all the love you can give will help the algorithms. Without you doing that, I can't give you the free answers you want. I can't be of service of any way to you if you don't help me. So please help me grow this channel. Please share the channel. Please like anywhere you can. And don't forget, if you have not commented or subscribed, that is significant as well. I appreciate it. I see the Knight of Coins on the bottom of the deck. Tells me somebody has a suitor coming for them, but they're taking their time. An earth sign, perhaps. Okay, Andrea, my birthday was the 18th. Happy birthday, Andrea. And my boyfriend, Carlos, the Leo, took me out. What was his feelings behind when we went out, and why would he bring his friend? I'm an Aries. Okay. Andrea, in regards to Carlos, what was his feelings when he took her out, and why would he bring a friend? Why would he bring a friend? Well, I don't know if he brought a friend that was younger than him, somebody that he's influential over, like somebody who sees him as a role model. But his feelings were he was watching over you, he was watching you, and he sees you as his legacy. He loves you so much. He's in love with you. You have the Page of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups, and you have the Ten of Pentacles. His feelings for you are solid, but he wants to keep an eye on you before maybe. I kind of am wondering if he is it kind of seems to me like he is trying to protect his heart. He might not want you to know that he has inherited something and or has a legacy. But stability, he has love and he wants to offer you stability, but he's keeping an eye open. But he loves you. He was keeping an eye on you. He loves you. I think he wants to give you the ring or the ring back, something like this. I'm getting ring bearer energy on this person who he had with you, as in maybe this is somebody that he's influential over, that he has some kind of a situation where this person would guard the ring or protect, keep him in check with you, because you're his wish fulfillment. You're his wish fulfillment, and this person knows that. And this person is like holding a big coin, and it kind of feels like ring bearer energy, but this person's older probably, but seems like somebody that he would entrust to keep this preserved. So if, say, he was to fall out of favor with you, this guy or person is to keep him in check, but he is still in love with you. That is what I'm getting, Andrea. Happy birthday. Thanks for coming back, and I hope things go well for you. Jakisha, May is going to be busy. What can you look forward to? Jakisha wants to know, with May being busy, what can she look forward to? Okay, first of all, you're going to want a good set of sunglasses, okay? You have the Two of Swords and you have the Sun. I think you need to block something. And I'm getting the sun could be really bright. There's something very bright. If you had to have surgery, or you think there's some kind of medical thing you have to take care of, they're saying that you are likely to heal and celebrate. So May could be busy because you have to do something medical. You're asked to keep the sun out of your eyes. I don't know if this, if it's extra bright where you are, or if you have an eye condition, or maybe, yeah, I don't know what that's about. But you're celebrating something. What is this Three of Cups? A message is coming through for you. You're celebrating the message. What? Okay, your Wheel of Fortune's coming through. Somebody's going to tell you in May. This is good. So you're going to get money or a new beginning, something like this. It could be Sagittarius person. What is the King of Swords? The King of Swords indicates that you're going to be told that you can now come towards the person you love across waters. So that person you talk about, that person that we've read on, I think that you might be called for dispatch to go to that person, because you have Six of Swords here. And for the sun, what do we see for the sun? What is the sun? Tell me, please, what the Two of Swords is. 𝐤𝐤𝐻, I don't know if you guys did the I do, the ring, or any of this, but you have some interesting energy. The Two of Swords is being clarified here with the Six of Wands. And, you know, there's a wreath, but it's a ring, okay? A ring, literally. Maybe your guy is going to give you a ring and it's so shiny, it's going to throw you off your feet or throw you off. I don't know. I have death after the sun. So I'm almost going to say, I don't think it's going to end the sun or end the happiness, right? I kind of am feeling that what it's going to do is it's kind of like night and day for me here, especially with the deck I'm using, okay? Maybe you didn't expect or anticipate him to come through. I think there is something going on here where he may pop the question and or give you jewelry. It feels to me like that. But you're also, alternatively, you're healing. So there could be an offer coming from him that requires you to answer him, and you might be caught up in your head. Eight of Swords. So it could be the question. So maybe he can't do it in person. I don't know what, but the Emperor, he is your divine counterpart. Eight of Swords. What is Eight of Swords for 𝐤𝐤𝐻? Eight of Cups. He's asking you to leave the life you have right now behind. Eight of Cups. And we had the death. It's telling me that basically the sun, the ending of single life. Yeah, that's what I'm getting anyway. Let me know if that helped, or if it touches anything, or let me know. And congratulations if this is all happening. But that's what I'm seeing. So be well and take good care, because I don't know if maybe you need to be careful in the sun, watch your eyes. You know, I'm not a doctor, but that's what I'm kind of seeing. And that was for 𝐤𝐤𝐻. Who do we have next? Okay, Delaney. You're welcome, Delaney. Can I get general? Can I get a general for Delaney, please? What comes out? A general, what comes out for Delaney? Delaney, you have a star. Aquarius energy. You're healing your soulmate connection with the Two of Cups. The Hangman. Something happened in Pisces season that you two are trying to heal. Temperance, you're taking your time at it. That is your energy as well. You're in capping here with your Sag. I can't remember the placement of your Sag, but you know, you have Sag here and Aquarius. What is this star? Can I get more for Delaney on the star? You're healing something emotional, something confusing and emotional. What is the Two of Cups for Delaney, please? The Magician. Can I get more on the Magician for Delaney? The World. Two of Cups, new beginning. You're coming to him. You're seeing him online and you are meeting him on the stage, the world stage. You're coming to him. You're flying to him. So however the distance may be, the Two of Cups, it's showing that you two have manifested this together. You two have worked together to manifest this union, that you'll be coming together. What is the Hangman for Delaney? The Hangman is 8 of Wands. There could be like all kinds of ways to look at something, like reading between the lines is what I'm getting. Could be that maybe his language of origin is different than yours, and so you're having to read between the lines that way. But there's like a fast message that is coming towards you and might be a little bit to discern. There's a choice that he's asking you about. He may be asking you, you want to go here or you want to do this? We only have so much time. I want you to choose. So he's putting an offer on the table for when you see him. And he is asking you to make a decision. Temperance. What is Temperance for Delaney, please? The Knight of Cups. Take your time with romance. You guys have forever to be together. That's what they're saying to me. You two will have forever to be together, and all others will be outsiders. You got the Five of Coins and Five of Cups with the Nine of Swords. Somebody's going to be very upset when you two are together. It could be your ex-husband. But you have the Ten of Cups. So this is definitely happily ever after you are working on right now. The Magician implies the two of you worked really hard to manifest this. You wanted, you wished, you dreamed, you spoke. You put a lot of what magic capabilities, abilities you both have. You put it in there. The heart is the biggest part of what magic you both put in. So therefore, the Two of Cups, you are soulmates showing up here. You could very well be twins and soulmates, but it is showing up as soulmates. You worked really hard on this union. 8 of Coins. Yes, you have 10 of Cups coming for you. This is utter and complete happiness. And I really hope you have safe travels and a beautiful time together. I look forward to hearing about it. Thank you so much for your patience with me. Okay, who is next? Suman, what's coming in love for me? You're an Aries too. Happy birthday, Suman. Happy belated. What is coming for Suman in love, please? What is coming for Suman in love? The Fool, your energy, brand new beginning. High Priestess, somebody is getting readings on you, Suman. What else? Somebody you might not be open to, Four of Cups. Maybe you're closed off to. Can I get, what is this Four of Cups? Okay, so if it's not you, it is a Virgo maybe, somebody from work who is carrying a certain amount of affection towards you. They want you to notice them. You have the King of Cups. It could be a water sign, does not have to be, but we have Virgo here. So as well, you could have Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces interested in you. Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody that would take their time coming to you. They would not rush you. They are getting readings on you. They might be able to offer a stable life with you, to you. 10 of Coins. Virgo's coming out again. You're their hope. Suman, you're the hope. Can I find out more? They see you as single. They don't want you to stay single. This is somebody who's interested in you. I have a timing card I pulled for you. 8. Everything is in progress. 8 days or 8 weeks away. Can I get clarifier, please, for Suman? High Priestess. Yeah, they're getting readings on you. They want to make sure that you will open, say, receptivity to them. Yes, 6 of Coins. Can't make this up. They want you to receive their offer. They want to give to you. So this is maybe a boss, or maybe not your boss, but this is somebody who has a business and or you work with them. This is somebody who can be a steady partner and or, like a serious partner, and or let's say somebody that would be security towards you. It would be a strong set of shoulders, and or they would be somebody who would see you as an investment, you know, as in to make a good partner with them. They could be Capricorn, and they could have a lot of messages they've been sending you, but you might have been avoiding their messages or you didn't take them seriously. 8 of Wands. That is what I'm seeing, Suman. Let me know how that goes. Carrie, thank you. Sending positive energy to you too. Will Sag and I be in serious commitment to each other this year? Okay, 2026. For Carrie. Will Sag and Carrie be in a serious commitment in 2026? Will Sag and Carrie be in a serious commitment during the year of 2026, please? King of Swords, High Priestess, 2 of Coins. You guys have a lot on your plate. I can see that. Page of Swords, you're watching, you're reading each other. Let me see here. You're showing up with the King of Swords here. What is the King of Swords? So I don't know if he's still in his hermit energy. 4 of Cups is coming up with the King of Swords. This could be you, but I don't think that you're acting like you're not reachable. I think you're more reachable, but he could see you as non-receptive to him. 4 of Cups, like unmoved. I don't know. I mean, I don't know him personally, so I couldn't tell you, but somebody, I think this is you, and it's coming across, you know, clarifying the King of Swords, which would be you. The readings, I feel, are both of you. I feel you're both busy. You both have a lot on your plate. You're watching each other. Can I find out more about this High Priestess, please? Justice, yes. You're both looking for balance in the readings. You're both wanting to make sure you both feel the same way. Just like you're asking me right now. He's probably doing the same thing and or doing it with his own cards. Can I get more for this 2 of Pentacles? 2 of Cups. Soulmate energy. Carrie, you two are trying to balance everything out in terms of your feelings. If you both are having the same, if you're matching energy, right? You both are kind of like watching, you kind of are taking this really serious at this point, not as emotional as serious, like say mental space versus there's a lot of air on the table, right? Practical matters too. So you're not really taking it with the heart as much as say with the mind and practicality. Can I find out more about the Page of Swords? It could be the cost of the airfare. Yeah, he showed up with the Wheel of Fortune. This is him. He's waiting to see if you're going to get on a plane to come see him. I don't know how that's working out right now, but that is what he is doing. You, on the other hand, may be feeling like, or you seem, he's observing you maybe. So as far as getting in the higher commitment for 2026, as you had me ask, a serious commitment, I see him wanting it to happen, but he has to get you to him. That's what he is implying here. He is kind of like, I'm keeping an eye on her. I want to make sure that she is doing her half of the deal. She's supposed to be here. So I'm getting, I hate to do this to you. The Wheel of Fortune, I'm getting kind of like the visual of a ring, because the center of it could be like and granted, it wouldn't be that huge, right? But you know, like there's a gem on the end of it, right? But it's kind of feeling like a ring. But it could be that is the plan to get you there so that he can give you the ring and make the commitment, right? But can I find out more about this Wheel of Fortune, please? For Carrie and her Sag. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Putting energy into or action into this. What is the Ace of Wands? There's conflict when it comes to getting you to him. He wants action, but there's conflict. That's where the problem is. For 2026, that's how it looks now. Can I get more on the Justice? 9 of Swords. You're not getting the sleep you need. I think he's observing you having a lot on your plate and not resting. Can I get more on the 9 of Swords? And you're his home. He's trying to get his home to him. Rather than go to his home, he's trying to get the home, which is you, to him. So he sees his home is not resting. So what is the 4 of Cups? I don't know if that makes any sense to you. Page of Wands. There is a message coming for you. He has a message he's sending you. There's something coming out. Let's see. What is this message from Page of Wands, please? Judgment. He's putting judgment on this situation. So I don't know if that means that he's going to have to ask you for the commitment online, or if in person you see him and he will. Can I find out more about this judgment? That's his energy, King of Wands. What is King of Wands? What is he doing? Okay, so there's drama surrounding this. Carrie, I think we're going to do this privately. I'm going to let you, because I'm going to let you ask me again, and we will do it in the private area so that it doesn't have to draw out too long. But it looks like it's kind of like you're chasing your tail with each other. He wants balance. He wants things to happen. He wants you to bring the home, which is you, to him. And things may not be working out as smoothly at this time. So at this point, I think there's a lot of conflict. It's hard to read it with this much conflict going on. And or maybe it's still residual. Maybe the conflict has been worked out, but this is residual. So I'm not sure. We'll have to get on the same page for me to really work with you on this answer. So reformulate it for me over in the place we do our readings, and I will be glad to help you. I'm so sorry I can't get it here. What's coming towards me in love over the next 6 months for country love? Country love homestead wants to know the next 6 months what is coming in love. Let me get another deck. What is coming for love in the next 6 months for country love homestead, please? For love, next 6 months for country love homestead, what is coming? You have 7 and 8. You have the wands and the swords. Uh-oh. For love, 3 of cups. You're going to be celebrating something, but you're standing on business. You're in your head over it. What is 3 of cups? Okay, yes. So you are standing on business because this is not an ordinary love. This is either a, okay, so it's either A or A and B. Okay, so it's either a twin flame if you're prescribed to it, and or it is getting a home with somebody, marriage material, right? You're standing on business, you're in your head about it. This is somebody who could be your twin flame if you prescribe to this. Tell me more about the 7 of Wands, please. Yeah, you have 7 and 8 of Wands, and the cards are shuffled. You heard me, and also they were shuffled prior. But I'm going to say this. This is happening in step with, 7, 8. It's building, right? What is the 8 of Swords? Maybe that's it. It's just, it's happening so fast. Yeah, 10 of Wands. It's a burden. It's country love, homestead. It's happening really fast. You're meeting somebody. If you don't already know them, you're celebrating. I think that they might propose to you. Can I get more on the 4 of Wands? The Star. So it could be an Aquarius or a Leo. It does not have to be. This person could propose to you pretty quickly, and that could be scary. It has you in your head. Maybe it happens whirlwind, or you don't have time to think. You can't catch your breath. Can I please get the Star? What do we have on the Star? The Hangman. So it could be a cusp person even who is Aquarius, Pisces, right? This person has you caught in your head because it's going fast and it's like unbelievable and it feels too perfect. That is what I'm seeing anyways. And that's the next 6 months. It could be rapid, like all of a sudden, boom, you're in. I mean, because the 8 of Wands is like, that could be considered as sex, right? You could have like passionate times together in the sheets, right? But also the messages, it's an intensity, it's consistency. It's like you two are tag teaming each other in emails and messenger or whatever. I don't know if the words were right. I'm so sorry. But you're in concert with each other. You're working step, you're consistently talking to each other. Your conversation, it doesn't seem to end. It's consistent. That is what I'm seeing for you, country love homestead. That is what I have. Now I mispour the signs. If anyone has any issue with that, please let me know and tell me what sign you missed that I didn't do. And I will try to make it up to the signs that missed out if they should speak up to me. If they don't, that's okay. We will figure out how to make things balance out some way or another. I got a timing deck here. I'm going to go ahead and pull. So go ahead and whoever's here, whoever has a question on timing, think about your question, and I'm going to pull cards. Think about your question, concentrate, talk to spirit, and announce the question. And I will answer with 3 cards because it could be one of the 3. We have May. We are in May. Okay, so we have May. We have a Sunday. Okay, the day of the week, Sunday. And we have it's up to you. So if you asked a question and you wanted a more concrete answer, looks like it's a mutable thing. It's not fixed. So you are the one with free will to decide on that answer. That is what I have. Carrie. Okay, I understand doing that in private. You're welcome. I will try my best to answer it, but I think that a lot of confusion's going on, and I kind of wonder if it's like chart oriented or maybe karmic. Maybe the karmics that are holding on to you both are kind of making a new formulation for the plans, for the meetup, for the destination to actually occur, you know, things to happen, things to get more concrete. So it's like people who are in your lives that might be lessons, karmic. You have to pass certain passages, and those people could be passages. I mean, I'm not trying to be offensive, but that's how, you know, this kind of stuff works, right? So it could be that right now things are still in progress because of such things. But Kara, we'll work on getting an answer for you. Thank you for understanding. Thank you so much for being here, being supportive. I appreciate you. And I will be looking for you at the other location. I am going to try and tidy up my area over here. So everyone, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I appreciate it. Don't forget to share. We need to get this channel growing. I appreciate it because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. But the ones I'm speaking to are the ones that actually put in the support. So please remember that the more support you bring, the more I can give you. Thank you so much, everyone. Be well. I'll talk to you soon. Cosmic Sage out for now.